Hey guys, it's me, Brian the Big Red Beard, and it's time to do a product review. And yes, your eyes don't deceive you. What you see in front of you is the 40th anniversary Star Wars Edition Black Series, originally put out in 1977 by Kenner, as you can see on the box. We'll get in that to a little bit later in the review. But these figures are awesome. I picked them up on May the 4th on Star Wars Day from my local Meijer, and we're going to go over these figures one by one, and we'll have a little special surprise at the end. These are not the original Kenner action figures, the 3-inch figures that were launched in 1977. These are a homage and a re-release of those original 1977 Star Wars action figures. There's going to be 12 in total. They've launched 6 already, with 6 more coming in June. It is May now. I had totally forgot about these action figures. They announced them at the World's Toy Fair in New York. I saw some of the artwork, I saw some of the boxing, and now I can look at them with my own eyes and put them in my hands. So the ones you see here are Princess Leia, ObiWan Kenobi, R2-D2, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker. I'm going to save the last one as a special review towards the end of the video. If you are a Star Wars figure collector, you remember the original figures came out in 1977. You could pre-order those, and they had like an early bird kit that you could get from select retailers. I don't remember which ones they were. I want to say maybe like Montgomery Ward's, J.C. Penney, something like that. I would have to dig a little bit further into the history to find that out. But what Hasbro wanted to do is they wanted to come out with a black series of the Star Wars action figures, but kind of do a little throwback. You can see, like on the artwork on the box already, if you're looking at Luke's box, you can see the Kenner logo down in the lower right hand corner. These are not Kenner action figures. Originally they were. These are Hasbro's black series. Now what Hasbro has done is they've added some different things to these action figures that weren't like the original. Some of the head sculpts are a little bit different. Like we'll get in that a little bit later. Some of the overall designs, the clothes are cloth. You can see Obi-Wan there. That is not a plastic cape. That is not a plastic hood. Luke and his Tatooine clothes. His pants are plastic, but that is a cloth jacket, cloth shirt. And then also with Princess Leia, her royal gear is also made of cloth. So they've really stepped up these action figures and kept them the same ballpark as the original, but kind of tweaked them and give them a little bit more modern twist. Hasbro did such a wonderful job with the packaging. They really kind of took consideration into the artwork and the print and how these boxes look to the originals. So let's dive into these figures individually, look over them one by one, and we'll get to that special reveal here in just a little bit. Okay, so let's take a look at our first figure that's I got all the figures the same day, but let's take a look at this first one. This is R2-D2 in his classic Kenner packaging. Even like I said, these figures are by Hasbro, with the blister pack on there. It just looks very, very cool. The back part of the box is just a lot of the advertisements for the figures coming out. Really not too much to look at that point. On the upper left hand part, you do have the 40th anniversary logo, so that's kind of cool from a collection standpoint. Like I said, the artwork is very cool. They really took their time and put a lot of thought into keeping that classic look of those 1977 figures. But let's look at R2-D2 as a whole. So there he is in his blister pack. Try to keep the glare out of here. But they've added some things to this series that they have updated from the 1977 version. So R2-D2 is fully posable there, and you can see some of the attachments on top of the box here inside the blister pack. You have Luke Skywalker's Return of the Jedi lightsaber, which I assume will tuck right into R2-D2. I'll have to open these boxes eventually in the packaging to look at that. His little maybe radar attachments, and if you notice on the side of R2-D2, his little jets are coming out of his legs, which is really cool. So, like I said, Kenner has done a not Kenner, but Hasbro. I'm looking at the Kenner logo, but Hasbro has done a fantastic job with these action figures. So let's look at the next one and move on forward. All right, so here he is, everyone's favorite smuggler slash scoundrel and hero, Han Solo. Now, if you are up to date with your Star Wars movies, rest in peace, Han Solo. Spoilers, I apologize if you have not caught up, but if you're a Star Wars fan, you're watching this video, chances are you probably already know Han Solo's fate. But once again, packaging looks amazing. Some of the changes they've made, some of the head sculpts a little bit different. They've added the Stormtrooper blaster and also Han Solo's famous blaster, his famous pistol there. Now they do have his flight gloves down here. His hands can detach, it looks like, and you can put these in place of there. So if they ever come out with a 40th anniversary Millennium Falcon that these figures fit in, I'll be in hog heaven, especially if you can put Han Solo behind the Millennium Falcon. So it's really cool. Chewbacca does not launch until June, so he won't be able to be with his favorite co-pilot until next month. But in the meantime, awesome figure, and even the holster for his, is it the DL-44? Is his pistol, I think? DL-44? Put it down in the comments. Like I said, I don't have Star Wars facts in front of me right now. I know a lot of the stuff in my head, but just overly excited about the action figure. But pretty cool figure. Let's move on to the next one. Now this is the Galaxy's and everyone's favorite princess. This is Princess Leia Organa. Awesome figure. All the way down to the head sculpt is different from the original action figure. You have the Stormtrooper blaster that she has in the original New Hope movie, and then also her pistol. And then you can see the boots, and just it's all made of cloth. Her hood does pull up over. I was able to look at that. It'd be hard to see there, but it is cloth. It will pull up over her head. But how about that artwork on the box? Look at that. It's fantastic. It's, like I said, it's such a throwback. All right, let's move on to our next figure. It's the farm boy himself, our hero, Luke Skywalker. In his original Tatooine, homestead clothing. Now this figure is so cool, and I don't know, and I haven't looked, but maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. He does come with his father's lightsaber, and then also his binoculars too as well when he's looking for the droids on Tatooine when they ran away from home. He's got the little canister here, and there's even a hook on his belt, and you can see this is all cloth here. There's a little tunic, but there is a hook there. Now I notice on the lightsaber there's also hooks. So does this part detach? Tell me in the comments below if you guys know if that detaches, because that'll be a cool little addition to have on your mantle, your toy shelf, or anything like that. If you're displaying these, or if you're just leaving them in the box, then hey, it is what it is. But that's Luke, and like I said, the artwork from the original movie, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. All right, let's move on to our next figure, and then we'll do the big reveal, the coup de grace of these Black Series figures. I love this action figure just for the simple reason they put Ben ObiWan Kenobi. Spoilers, non-spoilers, however you want to put it. And it's interesting too, if you see the color here, his lightsaber is like a yellowish green, which is interesting. I would have to go back and look at some of the archival box print, but they left it true. They left it original, to the T. Even though we know Obi-Wan's lightsaber is blue, throughout the original trilogy and then the new one. And there is his saber there, and also has a little hook on the bottom. So I wonder if that can clip onto, his robe on the side of his belt, or not on his robe, but underneath his robe. His hood does pull up over, kind of like Princess Leia. So, if he's doing a stealthy mission or spooking off some of the sand people, he can do that. And he's totally posable all the way down to his feet. I don't know how many points of articulation these action figures have. Like I said, I haven't pulled any of them out of the box yet, but how awesome is that? Like I said, the artwork is pretty sweet. But yeah, this was one of my favorites so far that's came out. Like I said, there's 6 out now with 6 more coming in June. But Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're pretty awesome. Okay, guys, it's time now for the big reveal. The best part about this Black series, which I can't speak enough about it, but all right, so here it is. All right, guys, this is the big reveal. Some of you probably already knew what this was. Some of you may not. This is the Legacy Pack Special Edition Darth Vader figure and action figure display stand with a reversible back card. Look at the box. Look how beautiful this box is. Once again, you got the 40th anniversary imprint there up at the top, the sticker. You have the entire box itself. You got Darth Vader, which we'll look at that. But look at this. Look at the artwork. The faithfulness to the original 77 figures. You couldn't throw this box away, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. This is fantastic. I'm so glad I picked this up. The other 6 will release next month, like I said. That's going to be the Tusken Raider that you see there in the box, C3PO, the Death Squad Commander, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper, and also a Jawa. So I'll be picking those up next month to complete the set. And here's the real reason why. Because on the back of the box here, you can now see how it's going to set up. As you can see there, you can put all your figures on a stand with that reversible back card. The reversible back card looks like this. So it's a TIE fighter chasing down an X-Wing with the X-Wing coming in, you know, to save his friend and pilot rebel buddy. But look at some of these figures in their posed positions. Just so awesome. Obi-Wan there. They've launched R2-D2, but they have not launched C3PO. They've launched Han Solo, but they have not launched Chewbacca. So a lot of these guys have to get together, but this is awesome here. And we're going to look at this guy right now. It may be hard to see with the glare, and I apologize, but this is Darth Vader. It is the same style of blister pack as the other action figures with the cardboard and blister pack. There's Darth Vader's lightsaber, but if you can see, look closely at his lenses. They are red, just like A New Hope and recently Rogue One. They put some thought into that, and it's a different head sculpt. His cape and everything is all made of cloth, so it drapes beautifully. When I was recording this video, I took a few seconds to kind of do some reference points, and I saw someone had these figures out of the box, and man, I can't wait. And especially on the artwork on the back of the box, you can see Darth Vader with his, hands just right above or right below his belt. And look at how his cape just drapes. It's just so awesome. And you can put these figures in any position, any pose that you want to. Play with your friends, play with your family members, your kids, or heck, relive some of those moments you had when you were a kid with these new 6-inch figures. Or put them on your shelf. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Now, if you guys are interested in picking up these action figures, I will put a link down in the description box of different toy stores and places that you can pick up these action figures. Now, they may be hard to find or get a hold of. Just keep checking back at those stores. I lucked out when I got these at Meijer. They just happened to be all on the shelf. So I lucked out, but I went back since, and they are all gone. So there are other collectors out there collecting these action figures. And if you are curious, they do retail for $19.99 for the standard figures. The Legacy Pack, I paid $39.99 US dollars for these. So not a bad pickup for some amazing, figures. Really cool sculpts. I just cannot say enough about these. And as a Star Wars fan, man oh man, it is nice to feel like a kid again. But anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching my video review of the Star Wars 40th Anniversary action figures. If you like my videos, or if you like reviews like this, go ahead and hit that like button. That way I'll know that you like these videos, or subscribe to my videos. I also do some daily vlogs. But other than that, that's Brian the Big Red Beard. I'm signing off. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and may the Force be with you.